game for you. It's called the Amnesia Collection. This game was actually today allowed for PlayStation Plus members, and I am playing it. Just to inform you guys, I'm playing this game completely blind. I've never once have seen anybody play this or seen. Yeah, I'm going completely blind. I've never seen anyone play this. I've never seen like the dialogue. I don't know where to go. I'm literally taking a shot in the dark of this, and I'm not really good with horror games. And yeah, time for like the title of this live stream. Time for the spook.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus.
Write it down.
My name is... I am Daniel.
Danielle. Oh. Wake up, Danielle. Nope. Nope. Diary. Nope. Elements. Follow the liquid curve. Find it. Are you sure you want to do that?
Hi, my name is Thomas Grip, and I'm one of the co-founders of Frictional Games. I work with engine code, gameplay code, design, and many other things for Amnesia. In my commentaries, I will mainly focus on the design behind the different parts of the game. I hope you'll enjoy them. The Rainy Hall, and it's supposed to be a combination of atmosphere setter and tutorial for the player.
Wake me up! Okay.
We wanted the player to start.
I am playing Amnesia, and I'm on a live stream, so I'm muting you.
Game with constant action happening all the time, and we wanted to have a constrained map where the player gets used to this. The only thing you need to do is to follow the track and get to the end of the level. Also, following tracks is something that becomes very useful in later levels, so we try to teach players this from the start.
Am I on drugs? No. No. Nope. Nope. So much nope. No, I want to go home. Mother. I want to go home. Wait, hold down and move the right. Hi, AG man. Hi, boss. Good to know you're here. I don't want to go for that. Can I just, Mother? Is that you? Were you playing a prank on me? Mother, this is not very funny. Help. It's all good. Sanity, crystal clear. Excuse me, I have a sanity meter. But that's so funny though. It's all good. Freaking activate like the little like meme where you like have your hand in like the W form or something. What's this? Wait. Screw this. Hey, Mr. Chair. Can I throw everything? Oh, can I have a light? Okay. Just be light to, just be nice to whoever owns this place. I'll shut the door for you. Can I throw everything here? I would enjoy that. How do you lean again? Okay. Mother? Hello? Mother, is that you? Mother, I don't want to be here anymore. You can stop this. You can stop. It's just a... Mother? No. How's my sanity looking like? Crystal clear and all good. Wait, can I die from insanity? Where's that creaking coming from? Mother? Oh god, the drugs are cooking. Mother, the drugs aren't. Oh, mother. Mother, the drugs aren't working. The drugs are not working. Mother, the drugs are affecting me. Oh god, I'm on drugs. How is my sanity still high? That... Is this guy in some sort of drug? Oh, look, another chair. I tried. Beware, standing in darkness would lower your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on the lights in the environment using tinderbox and search for a source of light. So what's my sanity now? A slight headache. I don't think being insane will give you a headache. But will actually being in light increase my sanity? Then... I know you're dead, but shut the fuck up. Thanks. Whose first reaction is, oh, I wake up in a castle and I have no idea where it is. Oh, look, there's pink stuff on the ground. Let's go follow that. Oh, what's this?
This is one of the first levels that were created for the game, and it was initially part of the archives level, which we will reach in a bit. Amnesia started out with a pretty different design, and when we redesigned it the maps did not fit. This caused us to split them up and scatter them out. So in the first design, after this corridor, the archives level was supposed to follow, and the room lying there now was built much later. In fact, the first designs did not have Daniel waking up with an amnesia at all, and it was actually added later on. In the first story draft, Daniel still had hidden memories, but he was unaware of this at the start of the story. However, as we redesigned things, we found the waking up with amnesia thingy, although a bit cliché, much more fitting.
Boss, stop spamming the... Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity, but can increase by completing puzzles and making progress. I don't like this anymore. I want to go home. Can I have a light? I am... Oh, water. Oh. Boss, I hope you're enjoying this. I'm having a heart attack. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. What's this? Oil. Use to keep a lantern flame alive. When it runs out, the lantern can no longer be used. Mother? I don't... Oh, thank God, information box. Wait, it's 2.
Hi there, my name is Michelle. You must be a tool programmer, level scripter at times, and perhaps the main reason why the rest of the core team are featuring a game. Hi there, my name is Luis Rodero. I'm mostly the tool programmer, level scripter at times, and perhaps the main reason why the rest of the core team are featuring our games is pretty much forced to speak English at our internal meeting, as I am the only non-Swede here. Now, what a Spaniard is doing with a bunch of Swedish guys is a whole different story we won't be discussing today. By the way, I will be talking mostly about tools and scripting. Hope you like it. The editors themselves went through a lot of design changes during the development. Not that many in visual appeal as in internal stuff, like data structures and handling. This happened mostly because at the beginning we only knew the basic stuff that needed to be in them, and as they grew in features and functionality, they started to kind of fall apart, mostly due to my big lack of previous experience in projects like this. Right now, aloud what the hell still sounds in my head when I look at some parts of the code, but I am still proud of them. They can also get a bit buggy at times, but hopefully this won't happen again in the future, and I already got some nice ideas for the next iteration of the tool.
How do I technically increase my sanity? Like, so it's hard to say increase because you are technically increasing your...
Hello everyone, my name is Mikael and I'm the writer for Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I think we can all feel the story kick-starting as we finish the letter from Daniel. The game itself is just filled with confusion, and I think we're really doing the player a service keeping it simple in the beginning. Basically try to take your revenge on Alexander. That is the premise of the game. You don't really need to dive any deeper than that, but hoping that the player will care about the story, they have the entire game in front of them to decide if they think killing Alexander is justified or not.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right.
Don't you ignore the self.
God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Where am I going?
I think we can all feel the story kick-starting as we finish the letter from Daniel. The game itself is just filled with confusion, and I think we're really doing the player a service keeping it simple in the beginning. Basically try to take your revenge on Alexander. That is the premise of the game. You don't really need to dive any deeper than that, but hoping that the player will care about the story, they have the entire game in front of them to decide if they think killing Alexander is justified or not.
Go to where? Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill. I don't know what an inner sanctum is. Why does it keep saying llama, 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 llama? I don't know what fucking intersanctum is game. The graphics is still crap. The game goes, go to the inner sanctum and kill this guy. I don't know what a fucking inner sanctum is. You're like completely passive. You need to kill like Alexander the something. How could I don't know what a fucking. Can I just break the window and escape this place? The answer is no. Doesn't make any sense though. Of course it doesn't make sense, I never played the game before. Didn't know that's not telling me what to do. Tells me to go here, and then doesn't tell me where to go next. Wait, there's a lever. The entrance hall. The door slammed shut behind them, and he knew he'd never again see the hotel in Baker Square. A lone star in London seemed appropriate somehow.
Hello, my name is Mark Nikander. I'm a 3D artist and level creator at Fictional Games. I started out as a helper during Penumbra Overture, and I was finally hired as a full-time artist in the later part of Penumbra Black Plague.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
The entrance hall was first shown in our first gameplay trailer, and while the layout hasn't changed much, the details certainly have. We build our levels from sets of pieces, in this case, the custom-based set. While the carefully planned set pieces made level building very easy, the levels became very similar and we had to make special pieces to the levels. Now, 1.5 years later, the special pieces make up about half of the pieces in the custom-based set, and we made changes to incorporate these objects into the earlier levels. An example of this can be seen if you compare the hole in the roof now with the one from the first trailer. The new roof was made in the middle of the project when we built level 9 Back Hall. A special version was made to give the roof hole in the entrance hall more depth and detail.
If you haven't followed our development blog back when it started, you might have missed one of the biggest changes in our production pipeline. 2 years back, we started a toolset side project to ease and speed up the creation of content for the game. I'd say the level editor, which is what we, or more specifically James, Mark and Marcus, have used to build all the halls and corridors you are working through right now, is the big star of the pack. Its workings in a nutshell, while all the models and assets are actually made in software like Maya or Blender, everything geometry-wise in the levels is put together in it. Then lighting and sweet details like decals and fog are added in. While this approach might sound simple, really nice stuff can come out from it, as you can see in the game. Scattered throughout the game, you can see some signs written in Latin. The reason for using it is that it was considered a language of culture and science, as most scientific and philosophy authors wrote their works and treatises in it. As we are dealing with a castle dwelled by a pretty smart guy that has been around since the Renaissance period, Latin all around the place was something we should expect. Being the only guy in the team that had a direct contact with Latin, in high school to be more precise, well, it was kind of logical that any translation to be done would have my name on it. Translating stuff into Latin was kind of strange and fantastic to do. At first I had a classic Latin dictionary, so if I had to translate any modern term, I would have to track its etymology down to the Latin equivalent, or look for a synonym or similar expression that had a direct translation. Then I had the luck to come across some dictionary for modern stuff online that addressed most of this stuff for a huge lot of terms, so it couldn't have come in a better time. Some days I would have Sebastian dropping a list of 9 or so entries to be translated, and before finding this dictionary it was quite a lot of work. On a side note, we even had a choose your Latin poll on a couple entries, just to pick the one that sounded better for everyone. Results were pretty unanimous, by the way. For some final words on this, I must confess that, while I was pretty good at this in high school, that was like 15 years ago, so right now I'm not 100% sure translations are correct at all, but I took the time to make them at least plausible, so my apologies go in advance to any Latin guru out there playing the game, as I myself get on the verge of losing my temper when I see stuff like this obviously made up.
This is one of the many hub levels in the game, and this is a design concept that we started out with in Penumbra. The idea is to give the player some freedom on where to go, but at the same time give a clear objective. In this level, the slime obstacle is the thing that the player needs to get past, and all other levels then have things needed to do so. The slime itself is one of the few puzzles left from the initial designs, and the one I'm probably the least proud of. Now that slime appears all around, it feels a bit forced that you need to have a potion on the slime. Many testers also complained that they wanted other options in getting rid of the slime, like burning it. However, creating a potion is the central theme for this hub, so we had to let it be. I don't think it's that bad, but we probably could have redesigned it if we had time.
Yay, to the laboratory.
Uh-huh. 6 o'clock is dinner time.
The particle editor is also a fine part of the tool bundle, and it is what we use to create particle effects for maps and events. We use particles to do nice effects like the flames in torches and the smoke that comes out from them. All we have to do is add one or more particle emitters, set up some parameters like starting position and speed, and all sorts of fadings in size, color or speed. It's funny how you can simulate all kinds of effects with such simple elements. I very much recommend you to try it yourself.
In early concepts, this was meant to be a sort of wine testing room and directly connected to the wine cellar. The reason for the whole wine testing thingy was that we planned on having more laboratories in later levels, so a lab here as well felt kind of strange. Then things changed and only one lab was left in the design, so we changed the name to laboratory instead. The whole wine testing facility that could make dangerous acid always felt kinda strange anyways.
Alright,
Yes.
did you hear me?
No, I honestly was not even listening.
It is dinner time.
Okay.
waiting on your brother. How many more minutes do you have on that? How many minutes do you have on that? Oh, we need to go eat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end our live stream, yeah. I mean, I have literally no idea what I'm doing, so I might as well just end it here. It's only 32 minutes in. Why not, I guess?
What?
How do I end it?
Talking to you.
Home.
Broadcast settings. Nope.
And what do you
You hold the power button. Go to broadcast. Stop broadcasting.
Thank you.